everyone. I can't remember which video it was. I think it was one when I was struggling. And I asked, I asked if anybody wanted to ask any questions. I didn't have a ton of questions, but I had, how many did I actually have? Hang on. I think it was just 3. Yeah, I think it was just 3 questions. And I thought, never bloody answered them, did I? So I'm going to answer them now. I am filming on my iPad. If it looks different, that's why. My phone is full up with memory, and my GoPro that I sometimes film on is out of battery. And I just wanted to do a quick video. I didn't want to have like a whole massive setup, so I just thought I'd do it here. Sorry if it's very like hazy. The sun is out, believe it or not. And I've got my curtains pulled. This is the best I'm gonna get. And this red dot on my nose was a massive spot that I squeezed this morning. I know some people find that gross, but I squeezed it out, and yeah, now it's a massive red mark. So I had a question from Gunnar Larson. I'm really shit at pronouncing things, I'm really sorry. You said, how does your husband deal with your mood swings? And do you work / what is your profession, and do you want to have kids? So I'll answer it in stages. How my husband deals with my moods. I would say the first thing that he is a very, 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 very patient person. He's patient, and he's always compassionate towards me, and to be honest, he kind of stays in the office, and I just learned to kind of deal with it on my own. I have found that's the way that works for me, because I'm this type of person that I don't want someone coming giving me a hug when I feel depressed, or someone coming in trying to give me advice or telling me to calm down when I'm having a bit of a situation where I'm angry. So he kind of stays out the way and just lets me deal with it, and if I feel that I want to go to him, then he's always there for me if I need him. And I think that's kind of just how it works. Yeah, I just learned to deal with it on my own, and he just kind of keeps out of my way, but keeps an eye on me and makes sure that I'm safe and that I'm not at risk of hurting myself or anything like that. So yeah, that's how he deals with my moods. And I think when I am in a very agitated mood, he just kind of tries to take a step back. And in the past, he's advised me on things, and then I get really snappy, and I'm like, "Shut up! You don't know what you're talking about. Leave me alone." So yeah, he just gives me space. Do you work? What is your profession? I don't work currently. I haven't worked for a few years, and that is because I am still trying to figure out how to live life with an illness, and I think that is the case for very many people, and I shouldn't have to justify why I don't work. But what I can say is, well, firstly, I did work for 7 years, and that was for my mum's business. And it got to the point where I was getting very, very ill. I hadn't had a diagnosis. I wasn't on any medication, and I wasn't showing up for work. I wasn't reliable, and I decided to stop working for her. And luckily it was my mum, so she was able to be compassionate and just let me stop working like that. Whereas if it had been like somebody else, it probably would have been a lot worse. So I decided not to work, and we got a diagnosis, and then I went on for treatment, and then I've had so many ups and downs, and the whole journey so far, of just being bipolar. You know how it is if you have it. But what I will say is that I definitely will be getting closer to going back to work, and the one thing that I really want to do, that is my absolute dream job, is either working in a zoo or working in an animal sanctuary or a place like that. That is my dream job. I have my own animals. I have a dog, I have a pony, I have 2 pygmy goats. I soon want to get a tortoise. So I love animals. I'm really passionate about them. My horse I've had since I was 11. So I've been, from the age of 11, I've known to clean up shit and how to muck out a stable, how to like lift heavy buckets of water, know how to feed animals, know how to look after them and care for them. So I have a lot of knowledge of that. So that is something I definitely want to go into doing, and I can just imagine me working in a zoo. I would just be so happy, even if it's cleaning up shit every day or preparing food. I would just love it. So that is like my goal that I want to reach at the end of it. And in the meantime, when I get days where I feel better, I want to go and volunteer at places like animal sanctuaries or cats or dogs homes, and just volunteer, like, and give help, and I think that will all work towards me like getting a job eventually. So yeah, that is that. Do I want to have kids? Yes, I 100% want to have kids, and I would have probably have had a child already if it hadn't been that, because my husband is American and he's living here with me in England, he is at university, and if he wasn't at university, he already had like a good job, and the situation was different with me and I was working and we were able to have rent a bigger house, probably would have already, but I have to wait. My husband's got like another couple of years at uni, then hopefully get a really good paid job out of it from what he's doing, and then we can think about starting a family. But obviously on lithium it's a huge thing, can't just get on and try, I have to go to a consultant and discuss it, and it's a huge thing, I think, for anybody with a mental illness. And then when you're on a medication that can be difficult in pregnancy, it's very complicated. But I do 100% want to have kids. I'd love to have 2 kids, ideally a boy and a girl, but obviously you can't choose. But yeah, I would love kids 100%, and I think it would be the making of me as a person. I think it would give me that even more something to live for. So, I hope this answers your questions. Gunnar, is that your name? Gunnar? I don't know. I'm probably saying it so wrong. Can't wait for a Q&A. I have a silly question. This is Russ88. Do you play any online games? I do not play any games. My husband loves playing games. Everybody around me loves playing games. I don't. I don't know, I fill my time with other things. I'm interested in other things, like crafts and art. And yeah, if there was a good game that I saw I might enjoy. I used to love playing the Sims games, and I know some people are going to laugh, but the Sims games, I used to love doing all the building of the houses and like putting in nice kitchens and making like nice lounges and stuff, like, because I used to think that I was going to be an interior designer, and then that didn't happen, and probably wouldn't never happen, but I love designing things and putting things in place. So like, yeah, I used to love playing the Sims game. As soon as like the actual Sims moved in and then they were like, you're actually playing the game, I was just kind of like a bit bored of it now, and I would just like leave it. But yeah, I don't play any online games, sorry if that disappoints you. Okay, so another question from Jill. It was a little paragraph, but the question she actually asked was, how did you decide to make videos talking about your experiences, and what has kept you doing it, and how has it been for you? The decision I made to start doing vids, I don't really know. there was, like, I've always been into watching, like, vloggers and stuff, and I follow quite a lot of people on YouTube that talk about, like, fashion and beauty and lifestyle. And then I came across a couple of channels, Lithium Lollipop, and what was the other one? Oh goodness, I can't remember her name. I came across two bipolar people. I think I was just searching. I just typed in one day, searching for people chatting about bipolar. And then I just thought, I might do this. Like, I might just give this a whirl and see how it goes. And I remember filming a video, and it took me like 2-3 days to film it, and then I had to edit it, and I was comparing it to all like these really good like vloggers and people out there, and I was like, mine's shit in comparison. And I was like, what am I even talking about? Like, why am I talking about my experience of bipolar? Like, why am I doing this? I was getting emotional on camera. And I made it, and then I had to post it, and I remember posting it, and I was like really frightened for there to be any comments or likes or dislikes. I was really frightened, and it all worked out, and I carried on doing it, and I realised after making a couple of videos that it was a huge weight lift off my shoulders, and it felt like I could tell the camera, like, at that point, I could tell the camera, like, all my shit and all the crap that I was going through, and I could be open and raw, and nobody was, like, there to, like, judge me or answer back or tell me certain things. Like, I was just filming it, I was getting all off my chest, and then posting it online. And then I started to get, like, what kept me doing it was I started to get, like, people commenting, telling me that I was either brave or I had inspired them, or it was nice to hear someone else talking about bipolar. And I just, because of those comments, and because if you followed me from the start, like, your comments really, really helped me to continue doing something that I didn't know whether it was going to turn out or not, like, and it did. It turned out really well. And I'm so glad that I started YouTube. So glad that I started doing it. It's been the best thing. It's been such a good, positive experience. And I don't let the negative comments get to me. Like, I don't... If I see one word that's negative, I instantly delete the comment and block that person. I don't even bother reading the whole comment. And I just continue to carry on as me, and being me, and try and be as real as possible so that people can relate and know that I am a real person, like, struggling. And yeah, like, it's been a really amazing thing. I've met a lot of really good friends through YouTube, and I hope I can bring people together. And yeah, like, back when I first started making videos, like, a few years ago, didn't seem like there was as many people talking about it as there is now. Like, now there seems like there's so many people, and that is just so amazing, so awesome. I'm so happy. The more people that talk about it, the more kind of like normal it will become, and you won't kind of be looked at as a weirdo or someone with a mental illness. You'll just be an equal, but with slight differences, and hopefully people would be compassionate to you. And that's the main thing I always want to get across on my channel, is that for people to be compassionate towards us. And not only that, but you should be compassionate to every living thing on this planet, not just the people with an illness who are suffering, but everybody. So yeah, that is all the questions. I hope I've answered them to your satisfaction. I don't know how long this video is, and I really didn't want to edit it because I just can't be bothered. But a little update. I am feeling a lot better at the moment. I had a little, was it my last video? I can't remember, when I was struggling, like I wasn't feeling too good, and it turned out that I had like bacteria like in my gut, and I was really badly constipated, and I wasn't going to the toilet, and I was like absolutely filled with toxins, and it was making me feel so ill. And I went to the doctor, and she said that I got to drink tons and tons and tons of water because it had been so hot in the UK and we'd had a heat wave. No, like she said, she'd had so many people with the same problem come in because they hadn't drunk water. But I also had like a bacteria as well, because like what was coming out was like weird. So yeah, but that's all gone now and I'm feeling much better. And my mood just fluctuates as normal. Like, you have your ups and your downs on lithium, but it keeps you stable, keeps you on even keel. And I'm seeing my doctor on Friday, and I will be reducing my quetiapine again down to 150. I'm currently at 200. I've been at 200 for a really long time now, because I was going to reduce it every 3 months, and I had a load of gigs coming up, and I didn't want to like spoil going to those gigs because they were all in London. So I held it off for a while, but now like I'm due to come down again. Hopefully I can come off all entirely. I have lost a bit of weight, I reckon, as well. When I was last weighed, I was 11 stone, so I've put on quetiapine made me gain about 2.5-3 stone, and I think I've lost a bit of weight in the last month or so. I've cut out loads and loads of sugar. I cut down on loads of juice that I was drinking. I've cut down on all the bad snacks that I was having, replaced it with water, and I now have like popcorn, which is really good, fills you up, and it's not got many calories. It's quite good for you. And these lentil chips, like crisps, they're really nice. They're called lentil curls, and they're like sour cream and chive or something. They taste really good. So I'm having them, and they're not many calories either. And I'm eating lots more fruit when I'm hungry. And then my meal times, I've like reduced my portion sizes, and yeah, like I can have chocolate, but it's only like one little like biscuit or one little tiny chocolate bar a day. At night time before I go to bed, I can have it with a cup of tea, watch some TV before I go to bed. That's like my little chill down routine. So I have that. And yeah, I think I have lost weight. My belly fat doesn't look as like big. My legs look a little bit more toned. In general, in the last year, I've gained more stamina, so I'm walking farther and things like that. So yeah, like good things are happening. Things are really good for me at the moment, and I'm looking forward to my family holiday in January. I'm going to Tenerife with my mum, dad, my husband, my brother and his wife. So that is going to be amazing. I'm looking forward to that. I find I always need things to look forward to. That is one thing that really helps clear my mind, having that one thing to focus on. So if you are the same, always make sure you've got something in your diary to kind of look forward to. Obviously something that you enjoy. And yeah, this video is going to be really long. I'm really sorry. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. I still haven't done a review on the weighted blankets. I'm such a fool. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get that done or filmed for. Maybe this week, I don't know. I think I'm in my mind. I think this is what happens, right? I let you in on a secret. In my mind, I'm like building it up to something really big. And I'm like imagining the backdrop, having the blankets there, talking about it, writing notes. When really those sort of videos, they're not always the best, because they're like, what's the word? They're like, like over rehearsed instead of just like coming naturally. Like now you'll know, like, this is me, I'm just talking naturally, just comes out of my mouth. That's it. I haven't got any notes, I'm not planned anything that I'm going to say. So yeah, I will just try and just film like this and tell you about my weighted blankets, because they are fucking awesome. And if you can, and you have the funds, or, you know, Christmas coming up, well, it's not quite Christmas, but, you know, Christmas is getting closer, get yourself one, because they're really good. I don't know why I'm whispering, but they're really good. It's helped me massively, and one of my family members got one as well after trying mine, and yeah, they are fantastic for anxiety. They help with sleep, they help with travel, they are marvellous creations. Whoever invented it and created it, hats off to you, bravo, because they are amazing. And I wouldn't be without mine. In fact, I do have to go without mine when I go to Tenerife, because it's too heavy to put in the bloody suitcase. But yeah, I notice a massive difference when I don't have it on me. I don't sleep as well, and I have to take sleeping tablets. So yeah. Right, I'm gonna go now, guys. Thanks for watching. If you've watched this far, then thank you. You are a true subscriber, and you need to give yourself a big pat on the back and comment down below and say, I am a true subscriber to your channel, and I will know. I will definitely know. Okay. I'm going now, guys. I will see you very soon, and yeah, it was a Q&A turned into a update, and I haven't stopped chatting. Okay, I'm going. Bye, guys. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for your support. Find me on Facebook, find me on Instagram, and connect with me. Let's connect, okay? See you soon.